let me actually do a very quick demonstration for you what it can do for you. We will go to an AI Sheets example, right? Can you see AI Sheets on my screen? Unleash the power of AI Sheets. Just give me a thumbs up if you can quickly tell me that you can see it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So my objective with this is, what I'm trying to do is, let's say I'm a recruiter, right? I am a recruiter who is trying to source candidates for a product manager role based in Mumbai, right? Uh, this person should have a deep fintech experience, strong track record. And again, for even for this use case, while you can do things in GenSpark itself, the prompt I will generate in ChatGPT. Now, in the interest of time, I'm not taking you through that process. But if you ask me how to generate that prompt, then all of this masterclass has been useless, because that's exactly what I taught you for the first half an hour. So I'm just taking that prompt, which is also there on the document if you want to check for yourself, right? And I'm pasting it here. But essentially, that prompt is saying, okay, let me quickly take you through it. We find high quality candidates for a product manager role based in Mumbai with deep fintech experience with an organization size of 500 plus employees, right? I have given the experience, I've given the industry, I've given the company size, location, I've given the key skills, all of those things I've given, right? Some bonus experiences also I have shared. Now, I have also given it constraints like do not exclude any candidates who do not have fintech experience, etc. Now I'm asking for a particular deliverable for each candidate. I want full name, LinkedIn profile, their current location, their product management experience, their fintech experience, size of organization, notable product achievements. Now, can you do this within ChatGPT? Yes. But with an AI agent, not only can I have it generate this information, but do this magical thing, which you will see happening as it gets started. The first thing that it does is creates a sheet for me. Can you see the sheet being created on the right hand side with the tab FinTech PM candidates? And it sets the header titles. I am not doing that. The AI is doing it, because the AI knows that the output expected is in this particular format. And because I'm using the AI agent sheet, it creates a Google sheet for me with full name, LinkedIn profile, current location, total PM experience, fintech experience, etc. Right? Now, what is the agent part in this AI agent, right? It is going through each LinkedIn profile. If you see on your left hand side, let me increase the font size just a bit. If you see on the left hand side, you can see it is reading through this LinkedIn profile on your behalf. It is ensuring that it matches these things: the location, PM experience, high fintech experience, etc. Right? So it's literally going through one LinkedIn profile at a time. A job that you as a TA probably do, if there are any TAs in the or HRBPs who are also tasked with finding candidates, etc. Right? Uh, it is doing it parallelly. So it is not doing one LinkedIn search at a time, one LinkedIn profile search at a time. You can see it is doing parallel search. So it is going through multiple LinkedIn profiles, and you can actually see these profiles here. If you click on it, it will not open for me because obviously I'm not logged in here. But yeah, it will say join LinkedIn. So it's completely pointless but it is able to see it because it has access to the public profile. Quickly share my screen again, and you can see it is going through that profile. Now another magical thing will start happening because we have asked for these details in this specific format. The first column should have full name, then their LinkedIn profile, then their current location, then the total PM experience, fintech experience, company size, notable achievements. You will see it starts, once it has set up the table structure, it will start filling up this data points in the table. In the table, you will start seeing it fill. Genspark.ai. Let me, yeah, I have posted it in the chat as well, right? Obviously, it is taking a lot of time because unlike 4.0, what did we say? It's not focused on giving you the fastest answer. It is focused on taking the problem statement or the prompt that you have given, dividing it into subtasks, and then reasoning through each of those subtasks. So if you actually want to see what that reasoning looks like, I can actually show it to you at the end, right? Any public website, Nasser, any public website, it can read. If things are available publicly, it will be able to fetch that information for you. Let me quickly show you another example of this. Let's say I have to create an AI document. Now, what is the difference between this AI document? We will come back to the AI sheets while it is working in the background. Let's say I want to do, what do I want to do? I want to understand everything about the tariffs Donald Trump is placing on India. Very, very basic prompt, but do not worry about the prompt itself. Ideally, what you want to do is you want to take this, go to ChatGPT, ask it to give you a better prompt, etc. But that's not the point. I'm just trying to showcase what it will do. A ChatGPT will generate an answer. It will be a detailed answer. Here, it is actually going to start a doc for you and do formatting for you as well, right? So not only is it generating the, I mean, one is obviously it is going through all these websites. It is taking in that information on your behalf. You can see these are, first of all, it set up the document, right? Now it is going through all of these, it is reading through all of these websites to do the research on your behalf, right? And it is doing keyword research on your behalf, right? And then it starts generating HTML, which essentially means you will not get a flat answer like ChatGPT. So when you go to ChatGPT, the answer looks like it's not formatted, right? But in GenSpark, the answer will be formatted, which means this is a heading. It's already bolded. Executive summary has this dark background, if you can see, right? It creates tables on its own, right? Base universal tariff, reciprocal tariff. It creates a key timeline of events. It gives you the reasons, factors, all the tables, formatting. Are you seeing the difference between a chat GPT generated answer versus an AI doc generated answer? It is doing the markdown for you. Markdown is just the fancy term for formatting, right? So it is writing the code to generate this doc, and you can see the code being written on the left hand side, which you do not need to worry about. You only need to worry about the output, which is this, right? So all the formatting done for you, everything done for you, right? Now let's go back to this magic happening right here. You can see it is filling the sheets as we speak. Siddharth Gupta's LinkedIn profile here. Current location, Bengaluru. Total PM experience, 7 years. Fintech experience, company size, notable achievements, right? So this information is being fetched based on your prompt, based on the constraints that you have set. The agent is going through all of these LinkedIn profiles, figuring out whether they fit your constraints, and then filling up the sheet for you. So you can say something like, you can ask ChatGPT to create a doc too. The difference is in the formatting, the markdown. That's literally what I explained. It's markdown text. Cool. So yeah, this is the AI Sheets example. Now let's go to another example if we can. Uh, quickly look at AI slides, same as any other slide tool. Uh, but how does it know that Siddharth is willing to relocate? Well, I think it is, mentioned by Siddharth in his profile, right? It's not figuring that out. Siddharth must have literally mentioned it in his profile. Yeah. Cool. So, I mean, I hope this is very, very clear now. By the way, you can see it is fact checking content also as it fills that content, right? Anyway, let's see a couple more examples quickly. It can generate an AI podcast for you, by the way. AI chat, image, video, deep research. It can call for you also. It can download for you also. Let's actually look at this download for me example, which I think is quite interesting. Can we use to search on GitHub? Yes. Anything which is publicly open, right? Obviously, if it is behind a paywall or behind a login of some kind. So, for example, the LinkedIn profiles that it is fetching, their visibility must be set to public. It cannot search for private profiles, right? I mean, there are ways you can do something like a super agent, give it access to your LinkedIn profile, right? If you are a TA and you have access to LinkedIn, what is it called, LinkedIn recruiter or whatever, then on your behalf it can start doing the search. But obviously it can only look at public profiles. If someone has made their profile private, cannot look at it, right? Let's take how to use AI slides to make HR presentations, especially for basic training for staff. That's a very basic ask. I will ask you to do it on your own. At this point, it's a very basic ask. Cool. I'll show you something interesting again. Something like a download task, right? Uh, I will showcase something. AI for HR use cases papers. Let's say, um, let's see. Let me first figure out if there is a page with support, hybrid cloud, AI, agent, security, research. Okay. Now, see this IBM page. I just did a quick Google search and I landed up on this IBM page, which has a bunch of research papers here. Now, obviously, you can download things one at a time, or you can let the AI agent do the work for you. Again, I'm not saying everything is as magical as that LinkedIn use case, but I'm saying uh, this is how you save time in your daily work, right? I just paste the URL here. The download for me agent will go through that URL, figure out all the downloadables from that page, and put it into an AI drive for me. Can AI agent attract profiles from my different subscribed portals? Yes, that is much more complex, Shikha. You will have to do a bunch of iterations. See, you can see the files have already been downloaded. You can save it to the AI drive, right? So you can do things like, let's say, yeah, there is a bunch of videos that you want to download, for example, right? You can again go to let's say, okay, very interesting, not interesting at all, but how to use the AI slide to make HR presentations for basic training of staff, right? HR presentations for basic training of staff. I will take it to AI sheets. I will first go to ChatGPT. I'll do the prompting here. I want to create HR presentation for basic training for staff. What should I include? How to prompt, right? Quickly showcasing it to you because multiple people have now asked for the presentation example. So let me showcase it to you. Wait, where did it disappear? Oh no. Anyway, let me retype it. Uh, what what to include? How to prompt? Okay. Wait, what is happening? Where are these things going? Weird. Okay, let me just hit this. Okay, it comes up with this. Uh, what details would you need? Same process, right? We will have AI write the um, So it is giving you the basic structure for a presentation for a training of staff, right? So I'll say, what details would you need? I mean, and at this point, please again remember, I will ask for dummy information. In your case, you will give the actual company information, right? I'll say, just generate dummy details for this, for these, and have AI generate dummy details because I'm just trying to showcase it to you. Okay, it has generated dummy details. Now create a prompt that I can paste into a AI slide generation tool like genspark to get a presentation, right? Same again, this is essentially someone was asking, can you revise the process, can you tell me the process? This is the process, right? This is how you do prompt engineering using ChatGPT. At this point, you manipulate ChatGPT. This is level 1 prompt. You manipulate ChatGPT and say, this is a 2 out of 10 prompt, take it through 4 iterations and give me a 11 on 10 fifth version of this prompt, right? And love the challenge. Whatever you tell, 4.0, it will agree to you, right? So you can see now it takes you through multiple iterations, right? Prompt version 2, prompt version 3, and it gives a rating also, blah, blah, blah. But finally, you will get a version of the prompt here. By the way, let's see what is happening here. Okay, so the candidates are still being fetched. 8 candidates have been fetched as of now by this AI agent. Obviously, it's a slow process because they are literally, searching through each LinkedIn profile, right? But again, you do not need to wait for it, right? Ideally, you're doing bunch of tasks in parallel, or this is something that is running in the background while you actually, what are you going to do as an HR professional? You're actually going to talk to people, talk to humans, right? That is what your job becomes with AI aiding you, becoming your co-creator, co-collaborator, etc. Right? Okay. So now the final version of the prompt is ready, right? Okay, this is prompt version 5 of 5. So I'll take this prompt, I'll copy this, I'll go to GenSpark, right? I can see there is an AI slides agent. I will come to this. Wait, what happened? Why is things? Huh. And I'll paste the prompt that I use ChatGPT to generate, right? One of the other reasons to generate prompts in ChatGPT is because you will need certain number of credits to do tasks in GenSpark. Obviously, this is not free. Every day you get 200 free credits, but a 200 free credit is just good enough for one slide like this, one presentation like this, right? So either you pay for it or every day you do just one task using genspark.ai for free. So that's why you don't want to waste any credits on doing that prompt exercise here, right? You ideally do it in some other broad-based LLM like ChatGPT. I hope that makes sense. Cool. So now it is doing the to-dos, right? So as you can see, this is reasoning through that process. It is using deep thinking, and it might be using one of the reasoning models like ChatGPT O3 or O4 Mini, right? So if you go back, you can see these are the advanced reasoning models. One of these models it might be using, or it might be using Claude's reasoning model. It could be using DeepSeek's reasoning model, right? It has access to multiple such models, right? So that is one more benefit of using genspark.ai, because you will have access to multiple models, right? Where does it become more useful? If you're using, for example, if you're doing image generation, right? For example, if you're doing image generation and you want to do generate image, you can see you have availability of all these image models in one single tool, right? And we know for a fact that ChatGPT's image generation models, DALI, might not be the best, or there are certain things which certain models are very good at. But here in GenSpark, you will have access to all the image generation models like Flex, Gemini, Flux, Ideogram, including DALI. DALI is basically OpenAI's image generation model, right? So you have access to all these multiple image generation models, and you can choose which one to use, right? That's another advantage of using something like a genspark. Cool. Okay. So yeah, I hope this one is very, very clear. The TA thing, the uh, candidate sourcing part of the equation. I'll close it at this point so as not to waste my credits. I hope this is very, very clear. Yeah, you can again, obviously you can export this, you can download this Excel sheet, whatever, all of those things you can do. Um, Doc has been generated, and I hope that difference is very, very clear. And then where were we? Presentation, right? Have I run out of credits? I hope not. Okay, let's see. We'll come back to that. The presentation is being generated, or if you want to quickly see how that is working, let me actually showcase the thinking that is going into it. Yeah, so you can see this is the prompt, right? And using deep thinking, it created 16 to dos or 16 subtasks, right? Plan presentation structure, research visual assets, initialize slide presentation, and then each module is a subtask, right? And you can see on the right hand side it is coding it, right? So again, the difference is, in this case, it is literally creating HTML for that presentation, so the quality of presentation will be really high, as in the visual quality of the presentation will be really high. If you actually want to see what the steps are, you can see here, right? I need to create how it thought through that process is here, right? If you go to thinking, you can see I need to create a professional cover slide. It is going through each process one by one, right? So for this is the thinking for the presentation cover slide that it is creating, right? The code is being written here in this window, and the preview is here in this window. Cool. So this is the first, and then you know second. So the first has already been created. Let's see what that looks like. So yeah, this is what it looks like, right? New employee orientation, bright path technologies, HR training, blah blah blah. So this was generated, right? And this is the second one being generated, and now the third one is being generated, etc., etc. Cool. Can you export it? Yes, you can export it. You can take it to another slide tool. You can take this one and move to another slide generation tool if you like the way this is done, and then modify it elsewhere, etc. All of those possibilities are there. I'll close it at this point. There's no point in spending any more time on this. Now, quickly, I want to showcase to you the latest capability. This obviously is not available on the free plan of ChatGPT, right? But it is super, super, uh, it is like the purest form of an AI agentic, which is an agentic browser. Now, what does